What is good, guys? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Elon Musk. I'm going to talk about what on earth did he just say. I'm going to talk about why on earth did he sell more Tesla shares and whether he's done selling his shares or not. I'm going to give you guys more insight on the selling situation. I'm also going to talk about what on earth did Elon Musk put on his Twitter page that makes me super bullish and excited for the future of this company, guys. We have some massive updates from Elon Musk. I'm almost going to talk about the overall stock market and Tesla share price and what I think is going to play out for the future with some technical analysis. But before I do that, before I say anything about Elon Musk and the technical analysis of Tesla, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for informational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo, you're not only going to qualify for an iPhone 13 Pro giveaway, meaning you may win an iPhone 13 Pro, but you're also going to get up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500 by simply signing up with the link down below. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So check this out right over here. Tesla is currently down 0.21%. It's a little bit in the red and it does have very strong resistance at around the $1,100 range. However, guys, we do need to talk about the market and talk about how is the market affecting Tesla. Well, we do see something very interesting going on with the S&P 500. Obviously, the S&P 500 hit all-time highs a couple of days ago, hitting $478.81. And recently, it just hit that very, very closely. It hit about $478.56 today before it dropped a little bit, but it's still closed in the green, up 0.13%. So the market still looks relatively strong. The S&P still looks like it's having a small correction right here, but it does look like it could rebound very quickly. But the market still looks very strong despite all the FUD and the news that's coming out. So guys, there are a lot of news articles coming out about the whole Omicron variant, leading to a lot of fear. But at the same time, there are other news articles stating that the Fed is acting too slowly, that they should start raising interest rates like now and things like that. So there is a lot of fun that's coming out, but it's not hurting the market for the most part, or at least so to speak. But look at this right here. The fear and greed index is indicating that the market is still doing really well right now. Remember, we were very fearful in the past, and yesterday we were at around like 56, and 2 days ago we were at 53. Now we're at 60. So the higher the number goes, the more greedy people are, and the market is still looking pretty strong. Now, as for Tesla, how is this affecting Tesla? This means that Tesla does have room to run if the market, the market's allowing it to, but right now it's not running extremely well just yet. It is actually kind of showing lots of signs of strength, but it does have very strong resistance at around the $1,100 range, which is exactly what I just told you guys. I told you guys this in my previous video. As you guys can see, we did run a little bit above 1100 not too long ago, but if you look at what happened today, we kind of dropped. We tried to run up. We tested it. We did go a little bit above it. We came very close to touching it. Then we closed right below it. So the $1,100 range level of resistance is definitely kind of causing Tesla to halt a little bit. And is it something that's supposed to be concerning? My answer to that is no. So let's look at what the technical indicators are showing. I do have some very interesting things to be showing you guys. So if we look at them from right over here, we're going to look at 2-hour candles because it does give you a more meticulous view. We saw not really high volatility today. It looked pretty stagnant. We are trading at the above the short-term exponential moving average, using it as support and kind of bouncing between it. And then at the end of the day, the CCI is kind of declining a little bit, and the MACD did flip at the 9-day moving average, which means that Tesla could trade a little bit sideways, but the RSI is looking pretty good at 64.34. So this means that a lot of indicators are showing we have the strong resistance at 1100, guys, 1103 to be more specific. If you were to use a Fibonacci retracement to look at it, you would see 1103. So right there, we have that very strong resistance, and that looks like it's probably going to stop Tesla for a little bit of time, but we should have a green day tomorrow since we were red 2 days in a row, but I'm not quite sure if we're going to close above 1103. And I told you guys the same thing. I'm going to repeat it one more time. If we manage to break 1103 and close above 1103, like when the trading day ends, I'm going to be very bullish. That would be a very bullish indicator. We haven't quite done that yet, and that doesn't mean we can't do it. It just looks like the resistance is going to kind of delay Tesla's big run for a little bit of time, and that's what this is looking like. So what I think is going to happen tomorrow is I think Tesla's going to run to maybe test the level of resistance at 1103. Then we might drop a little bit and close at around 1090. And that's what I think is going to play out. It's going to be a little bit in the green, but not necessarily break it. And I could be wrong, guys. There's a possibility that Tesla's going to break it. And I would love to be wrong in this case. But right now, this is what the indicators are kind of showing. So I'm just going to have to be as honest and nonpartisan with you guys and just talk about that. So with that out of the way, guys, let's talk about Elon Musk and what on earth the legend has been doing. So if you guys look at Electric, he was actually recently interviewed, and he did actually state that Lex asked him very good questions, and he did state some very important things. So I'd recommend watching the interview if you guys can. It's very insightful. It is like 2 hours long, and he did state some very big things that I want to talk about. So he did talk about the Tesla bot. He talked about SpaceX and Tesla's future. He talked about the fact that the Tesla bot can develop a unique personality and become a companion. Once again, a very awesome piece of news in my opinion. Think about it, guys. Elon Musk also implicitly stated in the interview that he would love to see the Tesla bots kind of like enter people's homes and then be a companion, assist them in day-to-day life, and they could be have their own personalities, right? Imagine this in like 10 years, guys. I don't know if you guys have watched Star Wars. I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. Imagine if you have an R2-D2 or a 3CPO. It would be very, very cool, guys. And I think that would be absolutely awesome. It's straight out of a science fiction movie, but it's not science fiction. It's real life. So this is what Elon Musk is envisioning. He did give some more insight about that, and I just think it's very, very cool, guys. I can't wait for how it's going to play out in the future. Now, I do want to go straight into something very important because I do have a lot to say about it, and that is this right over here. It has been reported, according to Live Mint, that Elon Musk also sold more than $15 billion worth of shares in total, and that was just since early November. So he did state that he's almost done selling, but he isn't necessarily done just yet. That is something I told you guys in a previous video, but I did tell you guys one thing. I told you that it appeared that he's coming to an end. He's getting closer and closer to the end, but he's not 100% there yet. So the question is, where is he right now? As it was reported that he did sell more. Let me go to CNBC. It states that Elon Musk sells another $1 billion in Tesla shares, nearing the 10% target. So this also says the same thing I'm telling you. He's very close to that 10% target. He's coming very close to the end, but he's not quite there yet. I need to exemplify that, guys. I need to put stress on that. This was published just yesterday on Tuesday, December 28th. So what does this mean for Tesla? He sold about 934,090 shares worth about $1.02 billion. And he's doing this because of many tax obligations and other things like that. So if you were to run the numbers, guys, we could see some very interesting things coming out because of this. Now, I also want to show you guys the numbers from someone's Twitter page real quick, and those actually give you a better idea of where he is in this whole selling spree. Now, there are other news articles coming out like Barron's stating that he's now done with the selling. Now, I can't confirm if this is 100% true, but I can confirm one thing, that is he's almost done or maybe even done. He's very close to being done, and that's what I want to let you guys know. That means that he may sell a few million shares here and there, but at the end of the day, he's basically done from this point. He's very close to being done is what I'm trying to say. So at the end of the day, he does have different means in which he's going to exercise his options and get ready to keep selling his shares. And they are talking about the fact that there's a possibility that he's going to sell again in early 2022 or the middle of 2022, but I don't necessarily see that on the table just yet. I just want to put it out there that he's almost done. Now, let's run some numbers right over here. On December 22nd, guys, we had all the numbers reported of how much he sold. Remember, 1 week ago, he was 81% done with selling all of his shares, and then 84% done with exercising his call options. And we have all the numbers right here. I could zoom into them, but it's going to be a kind of, it might give you a headache if you look at all these different numbers, but this is basically what the data is showing based off his different filing reports and the means in which he is selling, right? Now, we have another update from Gary Black, who reported something else very interesting. He stated that, look, almost 24 hours later, the media is still suggesting that Elon Musk has more shares to sell, even though all 22.8 million expiring options have been exercised. And the footnotes in the Form B last night said that his 10B5-1 plan was completed yesterday. Tesla's trading window is now closed until late January. Now, I'm not going to say he's 100% right, but I do think that there's a massive truth behind this claim. Elon Musk is almost done, guys. He's super, super close to being done. I need to let you guys know that he's very close. We're almost at the end of this like very scary time when Elon Musk is selling, but I'm not scared whatsoever. I'm not afraid. They are talking about the fact that there's almost no risk of Elon Musk selling more shares until late January when the trading window opens. However, we're not sure why Elon Musk would sell more shares in late January since all 22.8 million options expiring next August are now exercised. So at the end of the day, guys, here's the important thing. His sales proceeds are about 16.3 billion. Net in taxes would be about 13.8 billion plus maybe 2.5 billion. So at the end of the day, the large majority of the selling is going to taxes, which is why he's doing it based off his exercise options. And he kind of has to do this, guys. He didn't necessarily have a choice. Elon Musk had to do it, so don't necessarily attack him because of it. But I do want to talk about something very important. That is the fact that Elon Musk is doing a lot of very important things in his life, in his world, and it's basically benefiting the entire world. And him doing these things, him having to sell his shares because of it, is not necessarily something we should frown upon him for, because he's not selling 10%, he's holding 90%, guys. Don't forget that. So I really just want to put stress on that. And if you guys look at all the numbers in total, his taxes come out, his total 2021 taxable income was $29 billion, which is why he's paying that much in taxes. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm putting it out there. Do not hate on Elon Musk because of this. He's doing this for good intents and good reasons. And we are coming to an end in the whole selling thing. We're approaching the end. We're almost there, if not already there. So do not fret. Do not be scared. I do think Tesla has a lot of green coming up, and it's not the end. I also want to talk about this right here. Elon Musk liked this tweet right here, which states that the US transit buses idle for 3.7 hours out of 9 hours per day, according to a new study. I believe it was based in the UK. And this is very important because what is this implying? If buses are idle for 3.7 hours out of the 9 hours of their workday, what does that mean? That means that they could easily be charged. This is what this post is basically trying to imply. And Elon Musk liked the tweet, which means that there's a possibility that we could see a Tesla bus in the future. Let's go, guys. The whole Tesla police car idea is already coming up afloat, which means that this could definitely happen. I could totally see this happening. I do notice a lot of buses are very idle for long periods of time. That would be very cool in my opinion. Now, I also want to talk about this right over here. A lot of people are talking about the fact that the autopilot engineering is doing really well, and Elon Musk has been calling more people. Elon Musk was talking about the fact that the Tesla autopilot AI team is getting very, very strong. They're improving every single day, and he said that they're some of the smartest people on this planet. Now, he also talked about this right over here. He said Ashok was the first person recruited from my tweets saying that Tesla is starting an autopilot tweet. And then on top of that, there are awesome things coming out, new software updates, and very amazing, amazing, amazing things that Elon Musk was talking about. And he did talk about how this is going to assist people in their daily lives, how disabled people can now have the ability to travel more with autopilot on their side, and it can potentially help avoid accidents, as according to Elon Musk. So huge shout out to him, guys. This was during the interview. I do recommend watching it. And I'm very, very proud that Elon Musk was saying the things that he said and that he's working on these things. Now, I also want to talk about this right here. Elon Musk liked this tweet again. It states that the Tesla Model 3 was recognized as the best value EV and best value luxury car by Australian Money magazine. Once again, giving Tesla Model 3 the recognition it deserves, as it's not only safe, it's very popular, has a very good range, and it's a very amazing, amazing, amazing car that people love. It's it's selling very well. It looks very, very good. And some people are saying that, look, it's very luxurious too. That's something people often overlook. And I can't wait for what the future holds. So with that said and done, guys, I did go over the Elon Musk updates. And let me summarize it one more time. Elon Musk is next to done with selling. He may sell a little bit of shares here and there, but for based off my data, it appears that he's very close to the end, if not already done. And I just want you guys to be prepared for that. It's nothing to be too concerned about. Additionally, I want to talk about Tesla. Tesla's looking very strong. We do have very strong resistance at 1103, and it does look like it's going to stop Tesla for a little bit of time before we eventually break it, but it's going to take a little bit of time, guys, so be prepared. And once again, I may be wrong about this, but I'm just putting it out there, and I do see a green day tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a little bit in the green, just not above 1103. If we do break 1103, like I said, I mean, there's a lot of room for us to run, guys. And this thing, we know what this thing could do. This thing could run like crazy. So I would love to see that happen. But right now, it looks like it's going to be a little bit more sideways, but a little bit more in the green, so to speak. So with that out of the way, guys, I'm still very bullish for the long term. That was just my short term opinion, short term prediction. And for the long term, I easily see this thing breaking tens of thousands of dollars a share if you wait years upon years upon years. So that's said and done, guys. Tesla has insane potential. This thing is going to the moon, and Elon Musk is still on our side, guys. Don't let all the FUD in the media scare you into thinking otherwise. I thank you for listening. I wish you all the best. I wish you all a happy holiday, and I'll see you on the next one. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.